My $20 Christmas. It's a true story about the Christmas of 1979. It was 2 short days before Christmas and 9 days before the end of a very difficult year. I'd lost a good job, got divorced, gone on welfare, worked part-time as a waitress, changed babysitters 3 times, attended the business management program at a local university, battled wasps and mice, and learned to dislodge toys stuck in the toilet trap. The old house trailer where Philip, my 2-year-old son, and I lived sat on the edge of a lonely field just west of Adrian, Michigan. My parents, who lived in nearby Blissfield, had helped us as much as they possibly could. The bills were paid, but we had no Christmas tree, no presents for the babies, little to eat, and $20 for groceries. From the jalousie windows of our trailer, the world looked bleak and dead. Several abandoned wasp nests clung stubbornly to the chrome trim on the windows, and beyond that, fruit trees stood bare. It was still, cold, and gray. A warm tear rolled down my cheek. At that moment, Philip began to tug at me, babbling in a language all his own. It was impossible not to smile. I picked him up for a sweet, albeit sloppy, kiss. Then the phone rang. It was a concerned friend who insisted that I go to the Salvation Army for a Christmas food basket. Finally, reluctantly, I agreed. At the distribution point behind the Salvation Army building, a steady trail of ragged people filed in and out. Philip was half asleep, furiously sucking his thumb while he twiddled a strand of hair around his fingers. What does a baby know about Christmas, I thought. I hugged my son close and headed toward the building. The basket distribution area was crowded with boxes and milling people. The smell of dust, cardboard, and apples filled the air. We were each given an empty cardboard box and directed to a long table in front of a stockpile of donated foods. Volunteers filled the boxes, a bag each of potatoes and apples, some canned goods, assorted staples, and a whole chicken. Enough food to last till payday. Another room filled with donated toys. We could help ourselves to whatever we wanted. I selected a few storybooks for Philip and was headed for the door when I caught sight of a wind-up robot toy. It had a clear but slightly worn body, colorful inner gears, a big red head, and a large wind-up key. A twist of the key confirmed it worked well. A treasure. My $20 bought a small artificial tree, a string of lights, a few handfuls of 3 for $1 ornaments, a coloring book, crayons, and some wrapping paper. It was 1979, remember? As evening set in, the tree provided light. The plastic ornaments sparkled like stained glass, illuminated by 20 multicolored bulbs, each nestled in a plastic flower of matching color. The aroma of roasting chicken overpowered the ever-present smell of fuel oil from the furnace. I thought about turning on the radio for Christmas music, but the silence was too divine to disturb. It framed a perfect moment in time. Joy, gratitude, hope, and prayers wrapped up in the kindness of others and lit with the opulence of a Christmas tree. Eventually, the silence gave way to soft sobs from Philip. He was awake and hungry. His eyes, still puffy from sleep, opened wide at the sight of the tree. Normally a chatterbox, Philip was quiet as we shared dinner, his eyes never leaving the tree or its lights. Christmas morning brought a dusting of snow on the ground. One by one, I handed Philip his presents. He tore the wrapping off, played briefly with each gift, then ran back for the next. The robot came last. I wound it up and let it go. Crawled after the toy and intently watching the gears turning, the head bobbing, and the mouth opening and closing. The balance of the day I spent winding the robot up and watching Philip chase after it. That toy, a gift from a stranger, held his interest for years afterwards. The little toy robot was eventually donated back to the Salvation Army, still in good condition. Today, Philip is a devoted family man of whom I am very proud. I think of that toy every Christmas, and of the little tree, the $20, and the good people who make Christmas miracles happen. The end. Thank you, everybody, for listening to that. I hope you enjoyed the story.